right, so thanks for coming to another video. We are going to be doing part 2 of cooling on the C6 behind me. So first part of the video, or last week's video rather, put in the DeWitt's radiator and switched over from coolant to water wetter in water, and also added the front air dam underneath the car. Anyways, that's phase 1. Phase 2 is cutting 3 holes in this perfectly good hood. And just like that, the easiest part of this project is done. So what I'm gonna be doing is putting down some hood louvers, one center one and then 2 side ones on the car. So I'm gonna get those unboxed here in just a second. I did this last night when I was bored. But basically, open this up. How we're gonna align these per the instructions is we're gonna mark the back end of the radiator, and we're gonna probably go 2 to 4 inches. I'll probably settle on like 2.5, 3, depending how it looks, behind the radiator. And there's where the edge of the radiator is, pretty much flush with this body screw on my car. And after we have that done, we'll be able to connect tape all the way across, and we'll have our line where the cooler is going to start, or the vent is going to start. Anyways, it's enough talking on the intro. Let's go ahead and start getting stuff unboxed and laid out. All right, so here we have just kind of laying it on the car before doing anything else. That's going to need to be dead center. Those are going to be on the little flat section of the hood after that little slope down. One thing to take note, you are going to want your louvers to actually be on the correct side. So if you were to have that angled part kind of facing out. So they do give you 2 templates, one for each of the side pieces and then one for the center one if you bought the same thing that I did. The template for the sides is the same drawing file, but it is going to be having to be mirrored. I feel that should be probably like just give a right and a left template when you're buying the kit. Makes it a little bit easier on the customer installer. Not that big of a deal, but it's the same cost, just one extra file that you got to print. The next step I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and connect these 2 pieces of tape. Then I'll find the actual center line of my hood. All right, so I've now noticed that this whole number 5 there instructions, I'm just gonna go ahead and not do any of that. It's asking you to go ahead and mark 20 to 24 inches from the base of the windshield, so approximately there, 20 to 24 inches. And that's the maximum setback for the center extractor. So that means I would actually have to put this stuff further forward, which would then be forward of my radiator. And in their same instructions, it says, for maximum efficiency, the louver should be mounted 2 inches behind the back of the radiator, even if it not to fully extend, blah, 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 blah. So number 8 supersedes number 5, in my opinion. So number 5 goes away, 6 goes away, 7 is still valid, 8 is still valid. So 2 inches is gonna be somewhere probably along this seam in the tape. And that's where I'm gonna then place it that way. All right, so just trying to lay out where I'm gonna want this side louver to be. Instructions say between 2 and 6 inches from the back of the radiator. Well, on this side, this is where my expansion tank is. There's not much need there. Other side, got a lot of empty space, but I'm probably gonna wanna have this as far back as I can then, just so I can help get some of this airflow to actually draw heat off of the long tube headers. That's kind of the thought. So as it stands right now, 6 inches would be back here, and it's roughly 17 inches long. So 6 plus 7 is 23. So I put the back of my louver somewhere in here, which to me, I think that might be a little bit too far back. So yeah. Realistically, I think I'm just gonna end up doing this kind of by look and kind of what looks right, feels right, looks cool. Just because the science of this whole car thing is based on what looks cool. All right, so we've got our center template on. There is a center line on the actual drawing itself. Let's go ahead and line that up with your center line for your hood. And if you're happy with it, go ahead and tape it down and we'll get to cutting it here in a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and lay out my other ones and get those taped in place. All right, so once you're comfortable with where stuff is placed, just go ahead and give that one more sanity check of, will stuff underneath the hood clear? I am unsure about that mass airflow sensor, but that's where I want the vent. So if I gotta figure that part out, I'll have to figure that part out later. Anyways, you can take the hood off, or you can do what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna place a piece of wood across the fenders just to help elevate it and give the hood some support. Get yourself a 3/8 drill bit, and you're gonna drill just on the inside of the cut lines, and that's gonna allow you to have a rounded corner for each of these spots. All right, so it didn't take very long after getting these holes dropped in that I no longer feel very good about my placement. And here's why. Just because the science of this whole car thing is based on what looks cool. That is a lot of strengthening material that I'm gonna have to remove. The other thing is, like, I couldn't really have put it further inboard. I mean, I could have, but if I went further towards the center, as much as I need, I've only got between those two fingers, so maybe inch and a quarter. And that put me like right on the edge of this, which still have to trim out. So we're gonna make it work. Track car, not beauty car, not show queen, just functional. Please be semi-functional. And I don't know, please. I'm gonna be really sad if it doesn't work. So I'm not really happy right now, but throw the mask on, throw the vacuum on. As it stands right now, this hood's probably not gonna be good. So let's go ahead and continue to make it not good, completely not good. I did already message a guy on Facebook about 90 minutes away who has a gloss wrapped black hood. So might have to go get that one. I think I might be one of the luckiest people out there. I think that I'm gonna get away with the vent being where it is. It definitely could be better. It could definitely be in a better spot. I'm not gonna lie about that one, but I think it's still gonna work. I think the hood's gonna close. I think the vent's gonna fit. So sorry for the noise. Fridge is running, fan's running, but hood is fully closed and latched, and this fits. So rock and roll. All right, we've got all of our holes in our hood. So yeah, definitely a little bit nerve-wracking. I think I'm gonna get away with it. Definitely could have had those side pieces moved about an inch closer in. That probably would have been better, but you live and learn. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna drop each of the louvers in and get our holes for rivets kind of marked and drilled. And then I'll come back through and with black spray paint hit all of these exposed edges just so it doesn't look as bad with black louvers, white hood. And just like that, we've got our driver's side louver in. All we got it is just kind of pinned with the rivets right now, so I can go ahead and get all the locations marked and then drilled. So we're gonna do it now for the other two, and we'll come back after those are done. All right, so we are in a pretty good spot. So I just retaped the holes. Well, shoot, I need to tape that middle piece still. But we've retaped this, and we're gonna get ready to spray paint these exposed edges. So when you're looking through and you see through the louvers, it blends in a little bit better. 100% not necessary, but as my wife said, I can't believe you're caring about that, but you're not caring about the stupid yellow fender, the yellow mirror, or the silver headlight, or that on the front bumper. Which, in her defense, it's a valid question. But here we are. Just because the science of this whole car thing is based on what looks cool. Well, I thought taking a shortcut was going to be helpful. No, not even close. So where I had the exposed edges of the hood, like, cool, I'm going to tape like 4 inches off, and that's going to be good enough. No, it is not. Not good enough. I'm an idiot. Oh, this does not surprise me in any way, shape, or form. I think it might be a problem for future Jordan with mineral spirits, clay bar, buffer, compound. I'm upset. If it didn't translate from the last little clip, I'm really, really bleeping upset. But I can only be mad at myself because I'm the only one doing it and I'm the only one making decisions here. All right, well, I'm gonna use my fancy former Subway fridge. I'm gonna grab myself a beer because I'm sad. So it's been about 15 minutes now, but sorry. Kind of sucks when you kind of have a high bar for yourself, but then your mental lapses kind of ruin that high bar. All right, lemons into lemonades time. So I don't really like that as these are in, I will have that amount of white still visible. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape all of it. But any spot that I would be able to have that, I'm gonna paint basically from basically here towards the hole on all of these, and that should allow me to go ahead and at least get rid of these little white spots. So I can change my overspray, and I'm probably gonna get more overspray, and here we are. We've got our rivets kind of set in place, and yeah, I think we're probably about 5 minutes away from being done. Mainly because this guy. No more hand pumping rivets and hand popping rivets. And because we have an automatic tool, it makes this a whole lot faster and easier. So we have all of our vents fully done in. I think there's definitely some room for clarification, like when you're measuring from the back of the radiator to the center vent, measure to the actual cut line, not to the actual flange, which was ambiguous. I chose wrong, but where the back of the radiator is, measure from there to like the start of your hole. I think that would be a significantly better option. Like I would want that to be another inch and change down, and both of these an inch and change down. And then me being a dum-dum, that should go about an inch in and an inch in as well. But we're done. We're done. I'm gonna pull the hood liner off, which I'm not gonna need ever again. So that's gonna come off, and put the windows up. We're gonna go into the street, or into the driveway rather, and give it a good old soap down and rinse. And yeah, that's it. So I'm not sure how the video came across, but if you're gonna do this on your own, reach out to some people on Instagram, YouTube, whatever else. Get kind of like, hey, what would you have done differently? Like that goes this way. Just stuff of that nature. Spends 30 minutes while stuff's shipping to you guys, and yeah, it's gonna give you better placement for your pieces. That's really it. It's not that hard of an install. It's not that hard of a project once you get past the whole, like, I'm cutting big ass holes in my hood. But yeah, we're done, we're in. Hopefully it's gonna work. If it doesn't, I'm gonna go to Rocky Mountain, I'm gonna buy a spare hood, and I'll just redo this whole thing again. Anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, hopefully, and we'll see you next time.